Hey everybody, good energy to you guys. And another thing about the nature, because she's been talking a lot about the nature worship and how that's a front. And like my whole thing with getting out in the woods and the nature and away from the cities is, well, first of all, it's my opinion that these systems, these cities are satanic, and that's their main operating force. They use child trafficking, they use evil exploitation of, other resources. It's profit driven, it's just full of a bunch of bad juju. So just living in the cities in general, is permeating that, is, radiating that type of energy. And so people living in them, are affected by it. So it just feels better to be away from that. It's also, financially speaking, if y'all are trying to be efficient with your stuff, it's much cheaper to live outside, and just simple means, getting like a small trailer or a tent or even a small cabin or a shack or something like that is way more efficient and just, a lot less expensive. And, the maintenance is less. I mean, it's just better in a lot of ways, kind of goes into less is more. And if you can get a bunch of people doing that and be an example of that, and if you're able to maybe collect, your guys' money in some type of a pool together and develop different ways of living together so that you can still have like houses and things like that, that would be cool. But it takes, sacrifice in order for that to happen. We're gonna have to detach from these things that we know are no longer good for us and the rest of the earth, and go to places that we can regroup and rejuvenate. Getting out into nature, getting away from these cities, getting away from YouTube all the time, and video games, drugs, bars, all these other temptations is, does help get one back in tune with a higher vibrational thing. Nature isn't going to make you good. You still got to put in the work, but it will help purify you. It will help cleanse you. And if you go in there with a righteous heart and with a desire to want to heal and make amends and really be open to what needs to happen for you to change, then there's even more potential for change. But I know the more time I spend out in the woods doing good things, the better I do feel, as opposed to when I'm out in the cities. I can be busy as fuck in the cities, and it's a totally different energy absorption, man. So, but I do want to say that I do think that there are a lot of groups or organizations, whatever you have it, that do worship nature and use, that facade as a way to make themselves appear a certain way, and when actually they're doing probably some shady shit on the side. But, that's not me, that's not what I'm about. And, I'm the dude who doesn't want to be, I don't even want to make money. I just want a place where I can work and help out what needs to be helped out, maybe grow some hemp to help, with what needs to be helped with, and have a place for little bear or whatever other animals are in the area to run around as they can. Naturally they should be, close to, I mean, he doesn't know how to hunt in the woods, so I got to be considerate of that. But, maybe he'll learn. I don't know. Also a place for me just to be able to walk and stretch my legs and not feel fucking cramped down by all this shit that I don't like being around. But again, it's not about, I'm not trying to use it as some type of a ploy or fucking, vehicle to allure people and get them to think I'm doing something super special just because I'm trying to get out in the woods. No, I mean, it's just, So anyways, I just wanted to share that with her because she's been bringing it up, like the nature thing, a lot, and using it with connotations of, people putting on masks and doing bad stuff. And that's just not what I'm about. So, all right. Have a good one, guys. Love y'all.